Hello, boys and girls. It's Cooberry time. Despite their exhaustion, they ate, drank, and laughed until late into the night. Finally, when they could no longer keep their eyes open, Devlin pointed them to their blankets on the floor. This time, a flick of his restored wand added layer upon layer of fluffy down blankets until their luxurious sleeping arrangements rivaled the one in the first wise monkey's tree. JJ slept like he'd never slept before. He slept so hard he didn't even mind Bernie's snores from across the cave. In fact, he would miss them when he returned to his own land. For as much fun and adventure as he'd had here in Devlin's land, JJ knew he had to return home. He missed his own bed, even though it wasn't quite as luxurious as Devlin's accommodations. He missed his lawn, even with all the gopher holes. And he missed the library, where the whole adventure had first started. In the morning, Devlin looked upon JJ with sad eyes. "You're going home, aren't you?" he asked as he poured the tea. Bernie snored loudly on the other side of the cave. JJ nodded. "Yes, it is my home after all." Devlin nodded. "Can I come back and visit?" JJ asked. "If I return to the library and find the same book?" "You won't find it, but that's not to say you won't return. I just don't know when or how. You're a great hero, JJ. You're wise and willing, cautious and adventurous, all at the same time. You have new experiences under your belt, new powers to your name. You'll find yourself wherever you are needed. Perhaps that will bring you back here soon. I hope so. Or perhaps you will find yourself in a completely different world, fighting altogether new battles. What I do know is this: you will achieve whatever you put your mind to. No question about that." JJ looked at Bernie, sleeping the sleep of the righteous. "Should I wake him to say goodbye?" "No," Devlin smiled. "You did for Bernie what I never could. You made him into a great wizard. That may be your greatest accomplishment of all. But for now, he is a very tired wizard. We'll let him rest. I don't think he could let you go without blubbering a flood of tears, and I don't think he would want you to see that either." JJ nodded. "Just tell him... JJ couldn't find the words. Devlin's eyes twinkled. "I will. Now, let's get you back to your home." Before JJ could say anything more, Devlin pointed his wand directly at him, muttered a spell, and winked. In an instant, JJ felt the same sensation he'd felt when he answered the very first riddle correctly. The cave swirled away. The ground beneath him shifted. JJ fell, not down, but through. Time rushed past him, ahead of him, around him, but this time he was not afraid. JJ landed with a jolt in the reference section of the library. He rubbed his head, blinked his eyes a few times, and stood up. He wandered slowly out of the library, nodding politely at Sheila the parrot, and stepped out into the bright sunshine. What a beautiful day it was. JJ felt a small twinge on his ear and reached up. There, beneath his fingertips, he felt the slightly raised mark of a lightning bolt. His lightning bolt. He grinned. Perhaps a little adventure wasn't so bad after all. And that's the end of our story, boys and girls. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.